Condolences are in order, RIPs are in order right now, my people. Jump back story food. Welcome to Virtual TV Entertainment. You understand? Everybody, 50 people comment their condolences and the RIP right now. Tragedy yet again. You understand? Dr. Dayton Campbell in this report, which I'm going to provide a video for you coming up in the segment. Alright? No, unfortunately, yesterday we never get for post on Virtual TV vlogs, but rest assured, today will be that day. That's my promise on consistency is key. You understand? Alright? Now, tragedy again, as what I stated before, and this now comes as a very shocking story. You understand me? See? Now, of course, these are the headlines. Okay? Now, the situation that you see or saw circling social media with the pump attendant, right, that was shot and killed. I am here to give you the information, the updated version of that story right now. Alright? And of course, Dr. Dayton Campbell right now is in a very sticky legal situation that I'm about to give you. And do you know what today is? Thursday. And today is Gratitude Thursdays. Alright? So, with that being said, everybody, stay tuned and I will be posting on Virtual TV Vlogs further down in the segment. So after you finish watching this video, go over to the next channel and like the video and subscribe and stand by because a video will be posted over there today. Alright, so let's get our fears in order. Everybody share the video, subscribe to the channel. Dr. Dayton Campbell now has lost his legal battle to the Prime Minister and he has lost his legal battle to D3ÂD. You understand? I have the video for you that will be played further down in the segment. Don't worry, I know already I said me chat too much, but don't worry about that. You understand? I will provide the information for you. The updated version of the pump attendant story, the headline is 2 suspects in pump attendant shooting killed in police operation. Now, to be fair, the police did send information to the person involved saying that they must surrender. No, because these days, let me tell you something. It's very important for you to listen. These days, you find yourself at the wrong end of the law in something like this 9 out of 10 times. These days, you will not make it to jail or prison. I'm telling you, you will be killed. And at this side there, them police and run a joke with you. So the message was sent out for them to surrender and they didn't surrender. So whatever happens. Alright, so whatever it is what it is. So, Gratitude Thursdays, this my people. Subscribe to the channel and hit that post notification bell so whenever Virtual TV drops content, you will be notified instantly. I'm gonna roll the video clip for you. Don't go away. Everybody, like the video, watch this.
Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party. On or about July 27, 2023, I made statements on the political platform which upon later reflection, I came to realize could have been interpreted as connecting Honorable D3ÂD to the murder of Diane Smith, as well as an alleged plot to assassinate the then leader of the opposition, Mr. Andrew Holness, in 2015. I intended no malice when the statements were made, but I accept that they had the potential to cause pain and embarrassment to Mr. Vaz and his family. I hereby unequivocally withdraw the statements I made on the aforementioned date because to the best of my knowledge, the statements and/or innuendos and insinuations contained therein have no foundation in truth and are in fact categorically false. In respect of Diane Smith, I acknowledge that my comment may have been interpreted as giving life to a rumor which started in the 1980s, connecting the Honorable D3ÂD to the murder of Diane Smith. This connection was unfortunate because the matter was investigated by law enforcement, and in Mr. Vaz's disclosure to the court in legal proceedings, he produced copies of his passport and college transcript confirming that Mr. Vaz was not in the jurisdiction at the time of the murder. Regarding the alleged plot to assassinate Andrew Holness, I acknowledge that an individual had confessed to lying on Mr. Vaz in a hoax. It is also widely known in the public domain that the individual has been convicted and sentenced for public mischief. I hereby categorically apologize to Mr. Vaz and his family for any pain and embarrassment they may have suffered by my statements, and I agree that I will not repeat the statements or the innuendos and insinuations contained therein at any time in the future.
Alright, so welcome back. Now, a last minute agreement, because we're not going to waste some time, hammered out on Wednesday between attorney representing People's National Party General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell, Energy Minister Darrell Vaz, and two claimants narrowly averted a 6-day defamation trial following a suit filed in 2023. Now, Vaz, former Jamaica Labour Party member, I did not know that. Well, former Jamaica Labour Party Member of Parliament for St. Ann Northwestern, and Othniel Lawrence, a Member of Parliament for St. Thomas Western, James Roberts, JLP, had filed a lawsuit against Campbell over comments he made naming them during a PNP meeting in Clarendon on July 7, 2023. Now, the allegation in broadside were primarily leveled at Vaz, but all three claimed they were false and malicious. That is what is being said. And people, not lie to you, I will not repeat the allegation, but I know exactly what the statements were. We hear said Darrell Vaz did mix up, some people get dropped out and them thing there, allegedly. You understand? But anyway, moving on, the suit subsequently filed in the Supreme Court by Vaz attorney Catherine Minto had sought damages for defamation, exemplary and or aggravated damages, interest pursuant to Section 3 of the Law Reform Miscallous Provisions Act, and injunction restraining Campbell from further publishing or causing to be published in spoken word or written form the said or familiar words defamatory of the claimant cost and such further and or other relief as the court deemed just. The matter was listed for trial beginning Tuesday, July 7. Now on Wednesday, however, attorney for Lawrence and Robertson, Alexander Williams, and attorney for Campbell, Sheena Stowe Gibson and Ruel Gibson, indicated to trial judge Justice Tracy Hutchinson that the matter had been amicably settled, and furthermore settled on the terms endorsing on the briefly that they held. Right? Now moving on. Speaking with the media following the adjournment of the matter, Campbell, who based on the settlement was required to issue an apology, which you just heard I played for you a while ago, and retraction of those statements in his comments were not intended to cause harm. Now, comments were made which unwittingly communicated something that I didn't want to communicate, because there was no basis for them to suggest anything that was being alleged, and therefore we sat down, discussed the matter, and came to an understanding. I offered an unreserved apology, a copy of which will be published, the PNP General Secretary says, and I just played it for you a while ago. Alright, so yeah, him lose. Alright, now moving on. 2 suspects dropped in pump attendant shooting in the police operation. Now, St. Catherine, Jamaica, 2 men believed to be linked to the shooting of a pump attendant on the Neary Road earlier Wednesday was fatally big-stoned during a police operation in Spanish Town, St. Catherine later that evening. According to the police report, shortly after 9 p.m., lawmen received the information that the suspect who were being sought in connection with the shooting and a series of robberies at a gas station on Neary Road and other locations across the corporate area had been in St. John's area of Spanish Town. Now, upon arriving in the community, the lawmen repeatedly asked them to surrender and reportedly spotted a group of men and shouted, "Police!" The men allegedly responded by brandishing firearms and opening fire on the officers, who returned fire. The 2 men reportedly sustained gunshot wounds and a 9mm pistol was recovered. Right? Now, According to what is being said, the injured men were transported to the Spanish Town Hospital where they were pronounced dead. Their identities have not yet been revealed. The Independent Commissions of Investigation was reportedly informed of the incident. We have more to come. Leave a like on the video, share the video. So far.